Well, another good September's in the books. I didn't fill a tag this year myself, but made a ton of awesome memories. I had chances and had an awesome hunt with the guys in Wyoming. Got to watch Trent arrow a really nice bull. Got to break that down and get it off the mountain with them. So overall, a successful season. But today we're just prepping gear, getting the truck loaded up. Rifle season is just around the corner, and so I wanted to talk to you about a couple of pieces of gear from Worksharp that have made my life as a hunter much easier this year, and both of them are knife sharpeners. This is the guided field sharpener, and then this is the Can Onion edition of their just general knife sharpener. You can actually sharpen tools and a bunch of other awesome things on that. And little backstory on knives. 3 years ago we came out with the Outlaw. We designed this with James Baring out of Missoula, Montana. And you know, over time after using it, it gets dull and we kind of stopped using it. And the number one reason is that we couldn't get it sharp enough. I couldn't get it razor blade sharp, which is where you want it if you want to make it through a whole elk without really having to touch it up. And so we started using Havalons, and great knife, you have some great purposes, but definitely some drawbacks when you're trying to cut up a huge bull elk. So this year I got the guided field sharpener. It's been awesome. First time I used it, I got a super sharp edge on my knife, and we're going to show you real quick how I use this. Okay, so I've got my Outlaw blade. I actually cut an antelope up with it, so it's still pretty sharp. And with the sharpener, if you've got any nicks, burrs, if this edge is really dull, you're going to want to start on this coarse side here. If you're just tuning it up, which is what we're doing today, you're going to switch it over to the finer diamond plate side. And basically it's a 20-degree guide. You're going to lay the blade on there, and you're just going to pull it back across. Down and across, all the way to the tip there. We'll do about 6 to 10 on each side. Okay, so our blade now is really sharp. We're going to actually refine the edge a little bit. And there's 3 settings back here. You've got one for a fishing hook, fine, and coarse. We'll start on the coarse and give it a few strokes. Now we'll spin this over to fine. And this is where you're really going to refine the edge of your blade and get it really, really sharp. Okay, so that's really sharp. Last step, we've got a leather strop. You want to do this in reverse so you're not cutting into the leather. Same thing applies. Just basically drawing your blade over that leather, and this is going to get it to that razor sharp edge. Alright, and that's it. We're finished with this knife. It can go back into the sheath. Let's head inside and check out the Can Onion edition knife sharpener. So we moved inside and we're going to show you the other sharpener, and this is by Worksharp. This is their knife and tool sharpener. It's the Can Onion edition, and this thing is an awesome electric knife sharpener. This comes with a bunch of great features. A few of them which are important and I like are the replaceable belts. It comes with 5 different belts that help you get a really sharp edge. You also have an edge guide right here that helps guide your blades, especially for longer blades. Underneath there's a dial here that allows you to adjust the motor speed, which is helpful. And one of the other great features on the back side here, you can see this dial up top allows you to change for different blade angles, and that helps a bunch for sharpening different styles of blades and different bevels. So we're going to sharpen this knife. This is a prototype Outlaw that I still use. We have 3 main belts. We have a coarse, a medium, and a fine grit. And we're just going to use the manual, which comes with every sharpener. Gives you a ton of information. And we're just going to go look outdoor knives, hunting, We're going to give it 6 to 10 strokes on the X65, 6 to 10 on the X22, and 10 on the last, the X4. That's the fine grit. And we're going to get going and get this thing sharpened. So we're going to go and we're going to sharpen this knife. We've got the X65 belt on here. This is going to get our blade shaped correctly so that the other blades can refine it and get it really, really sharp. We're going to do 6 on this side, 6 on that side, and then we're going to change the belt. So now on the back side, you should be able to feel a little bit of a burr there, and we'll go to the left side. All right. So to change these belts is really easy. You just push up right here, slide that off, and it's off. And kind of the same process to get it back on there. Now we're going to go through, we'll do about 6 to 10 strokes. I'm going to alternate back and forth on these, and then we'll do the final belt, and from there we should have a finished blade that is razor sharp. All right, we should be all finished up. That should be shaving hair sharp. We can just test on some paper back here and see that it is razor blade sharp. Well, that should do it for the 2 knife sharpeners I went through. If you want more information, go to the Worksharp website. It's worksharptools.com, and you can click on any of the products on the homepage or go to shop now, and that'll give you all the information that you need. Good luck out there on the rest of your hunting season.